Now we can talk about Kokompe, where you recall over the weekend the spare parts market was in flames. Let's get an update on that. Latif Idris is a man on the ground. He's joined me via live link.
It's very sad to say that this place is so, I mean, lots and lots of fire incidents in this country, and right now I'm at the Kokompe market, and we'd like to speak to some, people here who are going to tell us exactly what happened prior to the outbreak, and if possible, they have any indication as to the cause of the outbreak. So I have with me here a resident. He lives here, he works here, he is affected. So he's going to tell us an eyewitness account of exactly what happened here yesterday. You're welcome to join us.
Yeah, my name is Hussein Mubarak Idrisu. I work in Kokompe. I have a shop. I work with my boss. At the same time, I have my own shop. I was at home. I ran this neighborhood, and they called me that our place got burning. So I rushed to this place around 9:30. So as soon as we came in, we hear that the fire got boof at once. Then we started calling the people around, and we called the fire service to come. In the first place, we have one fire service around. It started spreading the water, and they said that we will get more fire service, let's say about 2 on the other side, our left side. But unfortunately, everything got lost. We got everything lost. Everything got burned. About 150 or 200 stores, everything got burnt over this place.
Okay. Do you have an idea as to the cause of the outbreak?
Okay, actually, we're hearing rumors. We have an issue with our landlord here. And this February, we need to go to the court 23rd. But we think that because of this issue, we believe and we think that the landlord even is part of it. Because of some rumors, the kind of words we've been saying to individuals, some people hear that you know them as pester. And that's the reason why we think that maybe the landlord is the cause of it.
Wow. Okay, now let's move from the landlord. This is just, speculation. You don't have any concrete information to say. So what have you lost as a person? What have you lost here?
Okay, I've lost everything. I mean, I deal in spare parts. I mean, I deal in particularly the people that deal in golf here. Okay. Most these Kokompe, these parts. So we lost everything. I mean, we deal in the engines, the body parts, the complete. Even recently, we just brought in a goose, and the fire got burned. So we lost everything. I mean, we lost everything. What only left is about the scraps, and that's what the people are picking up, and we are selling even the less price, and we can't get anything in. And even our place, this place is a wooden structure. And then because of the wooden structure, we go to the insurance people, they say they can't insure because of the wooden structure, because we don't have anything even to start. So we are aiding to the government to come in our aid, to come and help us even immediately.
Okay. Good. Now you are blaming this on an attempt. Don't you think maybe it's your own fault? Maybe it could also be a technical fault or something, not probably the cause of the landlord, as you just mentioned?
Unfortunately, it's not. I believe that it's not our own fault. But first, we have an issue with our electric pole. We have an electric pole here, and we have an issue. The electric pole got broke, and if you go to the EGC several times, almost about 10 months, we called their engine room. There's a person here that works with the electricity, and he gave us a secret number, and we called. They didn't come to our aid. So but we doesn't believe that is the electricity, the cause of it. And because of that, some have died through this electrical pole. Wow. Opposite our place, okay, where we work.
Okay, so you just heard from an eyewitness who has lost everything here. His business has been razed down by the fire, and now he's going to start from the scratch. Now I have with me here the NADMO boss in charge of Ablekuma North, and he's also going to tell us exactly what NADMO is going to do in this situation. You're welcome to join us, sir.
Thank you very much.
So do you have any idea as to the cause of the outbreak? Now we have speculations that it was caused by the landlord, but we can't authentically, say that was the cause of the outbreak. Do you have an idea officially as to the cause of the outbreak?
Sometimes when such a thing happens, you hear from left, right, center, everywhere. Everybody would like to bring what he or she knows. To that effect, I'm not privy to what he is saying. But right now, what I know, or the information given to me, is about an electric pole that got gutted by fire. That day there was a light up. So I think immediately the light came on. Then there was a spark. But in the process, there's an adjoining house here that you can see. There was an 85-year-old woman in that house. So in that process, a son of hers wanted to remove their connection. So he got, electrocuted and he died. Wow. And the fire here is so devastating. It's so much. We need to sit up as a people.
Okay. So what is NADMO going to do for these people who have virtually lost everything? Their life, everything is gone. They would have to start from the scratch. What is NADMO going to do for them?
Right, and what I can say right now is about we assessing the cost of damage, and then we report to my regional coordinator, the metro and the regional coordinators, and they will take it up to the national headquarters for a relief to be given to them. As for the relief that will be given to them, I may not know for now.
So do you have an idea as to what they've lost? I mean, the quantum of things that are...
Yeah, we've just finished with the assessment. We came here to write their names, see the number of things that were bent, the cost, and then we'll calculate and see the quantum of the amount of money that has gone down the drain.
Do you think people can, abuse this process so that even if I don't have anything here, I'll just come in and say, okay, I've lost this and that? How do you check this to ensure that genuine people are paid off?
This place has leaders. Okay. So when we came here, I called the leaders to the fore that they should stand by whatever we are going to do here. So they were there trying to give me those people who are actually workers here. So to that effect, I think it's well done. Okay. So anybody coming to write his name without being here, that one for now, I've not heard any message from them.
Okay. But do you think people here didn't adopt to best practices as far as management of electricity issues are concerned?
No, I don't think. Because when you look at the area, there are a lot of people here using power. And you see there will be illegal connections. We go, my colleagues go up and down, we educate them, we give them all this necessary education, but still they are not helping us. Okay. So this is the right time. We want to drum into everybody's ear and head that at least we should be cautious of when we are using electricity. Okay. We should be cautious of how we use our things at home, both at home and at our workplaces. Okay.
Thank you very much. So you heard from the NADMO boss who is just telling us about what NADMO is going to do about the situation. We have the regional NADMO boss here, and you're welcome to join us. So you give us your name.
Thank you. My name is Jerry Johnson, Chief Disaster Control Officer in charge of epidemic at the regional office. The information got to us, but NADMO, we work with structures, as you are aware, by coordinator at the sub-med level has spoken. You can see they are on top of issues. They are gathering the information as necessary. Then from there, we'll process it and see what we can do for ourselves.
So what is the stake of your outfit?
Yes, the situation is that when it happens like that, we don't rush. Don't forget, NADMO is more or less security agencies. We have our own way of doing things. Okay. Some might not be open to the public. But the information that we are going to gather here through the coordinators, it will be brought to the regional level. We'll put a covering letter to headquarters, and through that we'll do the investigation. Okay. For instance, you are asking about the cost. When it happens like that, we liaise with the leaders and come out with estimated cost. I use the word estimated cost, not actual. And when somebody who has not lost anything or have overestimated, we have our own way of getting, those people. What we are saying is that the fire situation in the country has become so rampant, but we are working together with other, security agencies, especially fire service, to find out what we can do to say goodbye to this type of things. Because if, as a country, we are hustling to survive, and we are going to be experiencing this frequent fire outbreak, it is not going to help us as a country. We are liaising also with ECG, whatever thing that they need to do right, they should do it right. I will not lay blame at the doorstep of anybody, but I'm told that it is a fault of a pole that needs to be erected, and the information available to me that that pole has been issued, but it was never erected before the occurrence of this incident. I use the word alleged. If it is the truth, then all of us have to sit up, because when the president of America came, he advised that we should build institutions, strong institutions. If NADMO is doing its part, and the other agencies are doing part, and some are lending up their effort, it's not help all of us. It is unfortunate. Raising capital to do business is a little bit difficult as part of the world. So when a young man, a woman manages to start some business, and then all of a sudden it happens like that, it's unfortunate. We just want to say that we'll do whatever thing that is right to see what we can do for them. Thank you very much.
Would you say that the states and as a people we failed to deal with this, fire situation? If it's a fault of ourselves or it's technical, still we have failed. We've not been able to deal with the situation. Do you think so?
Yeah, I would say we failed totally. This type of thing happens, and our part of in our part of our work, we have natural disasters, man-made disasters. This one, somebody might say that it is man-made. That one will be upon the investigation that we've come out. We will not say that we fail as a, as a country. It is the institutions. For instance, when we come to this type of thing, it is not well-planned area. Yeah. You understand? At times, disaster happens. Even access to the place is a difficult task. You understand? So what I'm saying is that we've not failed, but we have to improve upon our planning. And I will utilize this opportunity to urge the assemblies. You understand? At times, we even over-politicize a situation. For instance, if assembly decides to create a lane in between these facilities, so that in case of a disaster, fire service can have access to it. All what we do is that we name it NDC MPP, and then we should say goodbye to this type of things, because if disaster happens and we cannot have access to the place, how do we expect fire service to operate? So as a country, we will not fail, but I'm saying that we should improve on our performances in terms of and attitudinal change as a country. For instance, if you want to have a light connected to your place, the right place is electricity. But also delay a little bit. On that note, a person might decide to go and do any illegal. When you do that illegal, you are more or less cheating the nation in the first place, because you might not end up paying some of the things that you're supposed to pay. So we'll get there. We'll get there.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
It's a pleasure.
Okay. So that's the message from the regional coordinator here, that town planning must be taken serious in this part of our country, and so that even if in the face of fire outbreak, fire service can easily access the place and put out the fire. So residents and businessmen and women here are still picking up at the Kokompe market, and the situation here is very, very, very sad indeed. All right, so we're still at the Kokompe market, and we'll bring you up to speed on exactly what happens next in the next 15 minutes. So this has been Latif Idris reporting for Joy News from the Kokompe market.
Right, and so that's what it is there at Kokompe, where some of the traders are picking up the pieces of what used to be their shops and wares. And we'll bring you more on that in subsequent broadcasts at midday. But let me just run this by you, because we would go further into this on News Today later today. Now, several officials in charge of the Central Medical Stores face interdiction as Health Minister Kwekwadjima Mensah is set to make an announcement later today. Now, the facility was consumed by fire last week, destroying medical supplies worth over 230 million Ghana cedis. Now, Joy News sources close to the ministry indicates that a number of top directors at the Ghana Health Service will also be affected. These top officials include Director of Procurement and Supply with the Ministry of Health, Samuel Boateng, Director of Supply Stores and Drug Management with the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Kwesi Adai Donko, and Head of Stores at the Central Medical Stores, Abdul Karim Idrisu. Expect more on this in subsequent broadcasts. But here's something that has shocked me. A lot of Ghanaians do not know that Ghana is playing today in the AFCONs, but Ghana indeed will play its first match today. And you should expect more of that with Baba Tando on News Today later on at midday here on Joy News. I'll tell you more about why load shedding has got worse and when you should expect to see a timetable when we have a conversation with those in charge of it. But we'll also go to the eastern region and bring you updates on the clashes that led to the arrest of 14 persons. In the meantime, though, you can find more news on myjoyonline.com. Thank you very much for your company here. Whether we are a priority or not, have a lovely week. Good morning.